My ladies, you've got to join me on the Body Breakthrough Club. What is that? That is my private Facebook group just for you. It's where we get together as like-minded women that want to have a breakthrough with our bodies. Hello. So it's where we lose our belly, not our mind. I'll say that again. We lose our belly, not our mind, but we master our mind to lose our belly. So in the Body Breakthrough Club, you'll find me there. I post all my tips and tricks, some nourishing foods that you're going to want to eat. I've got supplements that you're going to want to take. I've got tips and tricks on some things that I do behind the scenes that I don't tell just everybody. So go in there, join us at the Body Breakthrough Club on Facebook. It's private. I do have to approve you, but it's a lot of fun. We're building it strong, and all my goodies will be in there. Some of the exercises are there. Some of our past 5-day challenges are in there. So don't miss out. Just join us. It's free. You can meet some friends. There's a lot of networking. I found a lot of the women in there have done business with each other. So you can network, sell, get your message out, and also learn a thing or two. So join me there. Body Breakthrough Club. Be strong, be fierce, and what? Be you. Boom. Have I got a gift for you? Ladies, please, if you are ready to make 2021 your breakthrough year, especially in your health and fitness, you've got to jump on a call with me. It is what? It's free. It's free for you. If you're listening to this right now, it's a $500 value. I give you 30 minutes of my time where I want to find out where you are, especially in your health. All right? I'm here to make health a habit and have your body breakthrough. I've got challenges and all kinds of stuff that's included. But get on the call with me so we can dive deep on where you are now and really find out where you want to be. Kind of get rid of some of those limiting beliefs, and you can realize that you deserve this. You are enough. It's your time. Okay, let's put yourself first. God first and then you, right? Let's prioritize this. Let's do it together. You have me. I've gotten results for women all over the world, and it's time to get results for you. To get scheduled for your call with me, that is free. Go to my website, please, laurenpowers.com. It's right there on the front page. Just fill it in, and it will book you, and I give you 30 minutes of my undivided time and go deep with you. So let's do this together. Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Boom. Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Boom! So excited if you can't tell. My energy is just bursting at the seams because this is a new special time for the Power Hour, you guys. It just happened. And you know what? You got to just be open and be flexible when life comes at you. A while back, I was with my team, and most of them are from the Philippines. And one of my best friends is also from the Philippines. And I'm like, do you guys know who Tessa is? And they're like, yes, hello, of course we do. And so I'm like, well, let's get her on my show. And I was like kind of jokingly because she's a really big deal. And you know what? Yesterday I got a phone call from my friend Emily. She's like, guess what? Tessa wants to be on your show. She's with me in the car. We're driving in from Northern California down to Southern California, and we're going to go on your show. And I'm like, well, I'm booked all this month on my special Power Hour Mondays at noon Pacific. But you know what? This is Friday at 6 p.m. We're making it happen because that's what I do. We make things happen, right? We're all about women's empowerment and just going and living the dream and just living the life and actually manifesting. So literally, I manifested this interview, and I'm just super excited because I'm not going to keep it to myself. I'm going to share her with not only all her fans in the Philippines, but all her new fans here in the U.S. So you guys, her name is Tessa. You guys know me. I'm so transparent. I don't have a script. I don't send her questions. I don't know anything. I just met her literally 10 minutes ago. She rolled into my studio. We mic'd her up. She's coming to the red carpet. Literally, I rolled out the red carpet for her. She's used to that, actually. But you know what? She's like Madonna. She doesn't even need a last name. So I'm going to just introduce her. Yes, right? When you're that powerful and that popular, who needs a last name? In fact, but I have to have one. In fact, I changed my name, you guys, to Lauren M. for my other name, Powers. So it's Lauren M. Powers. You like that? Lauren M. Powers. Because I'm all about, yeah! They just got it, folks. Maybe you just got it, too. Hip, hip, hip. That's branding. That's branding. So it's, yep. I love it. Yeah, they're in the house. Everybody just kind of got that. So hopefully you get it, too. That's my new signature thing, Lauren M. Powers, because that's my whole thing, as well as putting faith first, you guys. You guys know I'm the Faith and Fitness Queen. I'm your host of this Power Hour. And again, without your faith, really, what else really matters? You know what I mean? So I'm attracting like-minded people, powerful women like my next guest here, my special guest, I should say. I'm just super excited. Hi, Elizabeth. Yes, Empowers. I would love you guys, if you're out there listening, can you go ahead and say where you're from? And you're going to ask, I want you to ask Tessa questions because she's here live and she's here for you. She's willing to talk about whatever you guys want to hear from her. And I can't wait to ask her my own questions. So without further ado, let's bring the famous Miss Tessa to the red carpet. Yeah, come on now. The queen. Yeah. Look at this lady.
Live.
Live. Don't you love live?
I love live. And I just got here.
I know.
Literally.
She just rolled in.
I just rolled in, and this is just divine intervention that we're here together.
You know what? Isn't it, though? I manifested you. Literally. I manifested J-Lo. I can manifest Tessa.
I love it. Thank you for the wonderful introduction.
Oh, of course.
I just said like minds, just the energy around, just your aura. I just love it. And I'm just so happy to be here.
Well, I'm happy to have you because I know you were a big flippin' deal in the Philippines. I saw some of your costumes.
It's like, if I knew, I would have brought a costume. But like,
you know what? We have pictures, honey.
Oh, wow.
We've got photos, so we're going to share.
I live the life, and I say, just share happiness whenever you can.
You know what? And that's it. And then, people probably, I don't know if they're, because they judge me because I'm always so happy. I'm always so positive. They're like, what's her deal? Why is she always so happy? But you know what? I think we create our own happiness, and I believe you do.
Yes. We are in charge of our own happiness. We are in charge of our own mindset and how you look at life. And everything's a blessing. Whatever it is, a challenge, a problem, nothing. You just turn it into a blessing. And
I knew I loved you.
You have no idea. Just being alive is already a blessing. So breathing, staying here.
I was going to say, waking up and breathing. You should be thanking God just for that alone.
Exactly.
That you're waking up, and whatever that day brings to you, embrace it. Whatever it is, it's called life. Things happen. We all know that. But it's how believe how we handle it, and what our attitude is. And if we stay in gratitude, right? The attitude of gratitude. Yes, attitude of gratitude. You may quote me.
And like I always say, it's like inhale love, exhale gratitude.
Oh my gosh, look at that. This is my new bestie right here. Say that again.
So it's called inhale love, and exhale gratitude.
Oh my gosh, that is so fabulous. Okay, we're done. Show's over. No, you do. Actually, I do. I just got goosebumps.
You do, and
oh my gosh.
And when you see you, and you said that you're into faith and everything is like we're actually living, a spiritual life, but in a human experience. And so it's nice that we have to put meaning into our life, and the only way is to have some. It doesn't matter who it is.
Right. And I never judge people.
You just need to be divinely guided. Whoever you feel is your supreme being.
Right.
And always be good.
And always be good.
Always be good.
Yeah.
I believe and I believe in karma.
Yes.
So, watch out, world, for those evil people out there.
Yes, we're going to smash them. With our energy together, come on. You may be little, but you are mighty, sister.
Karma is on digital speed nowadays.
You know what? I always say that the world's sped up. It really is. The energy is sped up. Things
So
happen
you can
faster.
get faster good karma, and you can also get
The other side.
really the other side. So watch out. Be good always.
Yes, that's right. And hang out and who you attract. Like obviously we're attracted. You're here on, and in my studio, just like that. Boom, you're just arrived in U.S. and here you are.
You said you just manifested me. Okay, so let's manifest even more happiness, abundance, prosperity, everything.
Yes,
It'll
so
happen.
good. Yes, it happens. Like I said, I really literally manifested J-Lo. I'm not even kidding. I have the whole story about that.
Wow.
And obviously, and then I manifested, well, my whole thought was to manifest Pink, right? I'm like, Pink. I've had to work with Lady Gaga, Jennifer Lopez, Iggy Azalea, Jennifer Hudson. Yes, right? And I just worked with another huge country star yesterday.
I'm so excited to see that.
I can't say who it is yet. But the point is, I'm like, Pink, right? And so then they moved me on set. There was like 100 people on this set. I kept getting moved in rehearsal. You understand this because she's a big starlet. And so finally they're sitting next to the stand-in, and you don't know who's coming, right? It's all NDA, yeah. And so I'm like, right. And I'm thinking, Pink. And so here he comes. It was a man. Not Pink the singer, but he comes. He has pink hair, pink sweatshirt, pink pants, pink shoes, solid pink, and he's sitting next to me. And all I could think about was I need to be more specific.
Next time.
Right? I should like Pink the singer. Although it was very fabulous. I couldn't say who it was. It was Justin Bieber, who is fabulous, and it was a really big production. In fact, the director of that show is directing the one I'm on as of yesterday. Wow. So see, my attitude and my energy being on set carried over, and I got booked on another thing. So you guys,
if you manifest goodness and graciousness and, always with an intent to help others,
yes,
it will come back.
Thank
you. It will, It's the energy you create. I think now, because of the pandemic and everything, there's just so much anxiety and tension. There's been a, emotional meltdown. And so we need to re-energize it.
Absolutely.
And it's really a mindset.
It is a mindset, and we can look at it as tragedy, or we can look at it as an opportunity.
It's always an opportunity. Always an opportunity.
Oh my gosh, do I not love her? No wonder you're such the starlight in the Philippines, because you just like you said, you walked in, I'm like, oh my gosh, the queen is here.
Maybe it's my, essence of being, I always want to, create a larger than life.
Big.
My super small, but you know what?
You are, honey, you are not small energy. She just took over this whole room, right? I don't know, but at least there's enough room for both of us on the red carpet.
The red carpet. Thank you for that. I super appreciate the red carpet. I've missed this.
I'm sure you do, right? Because live events have been shut down because of this.
And now it's really a matter of refocusing and then just repurposing whatever it is that's out there right now.
Repurposing. Some people have pivoted. Like there's, I changed from being I loved being out amongst people and the energy and being social. And I'm at every event here in not in the Philippines, but here, right? Red carpets.
You know what? I came here for you, but you have to come to the Philippines for me.
I think we can make that happen. You're my new BFF. I'll go with our buddy, our mutual friend here, Miss Emily's in the house.
In the house.
And I met a lot of your other friends, actually, when they were here visiting from the Philippines, and they wanted to kidnap me, remember? They all they're like, we're taking you home with us, And I'm like, okay.
You'll be a sensation in the Philippines. You're going to look like, wow.
Wonder Woman's in town. Especially when I'm with you. Hello. The Madonna of the Philippines, right?
It's really a personal expression of your life. And before I was one of those that confirms with everything. And then I realized, you know what, if you're just going to be answerable to God and everything else, just do whatever you want,
Just do whatever you want. Did you hear that? Just do whatever you want. That's kind of how I live my life.
Life's too short. So, and if you decide on things and then in your heart it's right, it's true, it's meant to be.
Meant to be, right. And I believe your whole intention, too, is to empower others and with your amazing energy.
It all begins with a good intention. And if everything, it will flow after that.
Right.
Without really a sincere intention of doing good or goodwill or anything, it will fall short. But everything else, if you manifest something, you'll always get now or in the God's right time,
That's right. His timing, not ours. Sometimes, I just wake up every day and say, what do you have planned for me today?
Yeah.
And I'm so blessed to get to live my life like that, where I don't have to report to anyone but myself and to him.
Right.
And so I just like, use me today for your will.
Exactly.
And he is. I'm busy every day, baby.
Yes.
Spreading the good news and
imagine?
just sharing my positive energy.
And especially now when everything has sort of come to a standstill, but then can you imagine? You're the busiest now, right?
Busier than ever.
Busier than ever.
I don't have to see clients. They're coming to me. And
can you imagine?
And I'm asked to do
how
amazing
did that
things.
Happen?
Putting faith first. I think so. And just having that right mindset, like you said, being positive, being gracious.
Yeah.
I was, I guess they were talking about me yesterday. There was like 300 people on this crew, and I guess it went around and how sweet I am.
I saw your name on the top there.
Yeah, come on now. Yeah, baby. But no, and the second AD, she's like, Lauren, I worked on so many sets for 10 years. I worked with every celebrity that you can imagine. And she's like, you are the kindest, sweetest, and everybody here adores you. But I just think, why isn't everybody like that? See, that's my energy. It's like, that's how you're supposed to be. I believe, I don't even know any different, right?
You attract the same people that give you the same energy.
Right, because she's like, are you good? Are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, are you okay?
Right. They've never been asked.
Right. I'm like, you need to take care of yourself. You go eat. Come on, I got your bag. You go eat. Like, she's like, thank you, you're so sweet. But no, I think that's the platform, and that's what the Power Hour is about. Is letting people like yourselves come in and share their message, whatever it's their, some people have, the mess becomes their message, and in your case, I think it's just you're living so large, and owning it.
Yes.
And owning it, and you're like,
you gotta be responsible and take accountability for everything that's, your life. You can't blame people for like, oh, my life sucks or whatever because of you and something like that. You need to
point the finger at other people. 3 or 40 pointing back at you, right?
Exactly.
Right?
You need to take charge of your own life, and and your health and everything. And you can't blame other people. You can't blame circumstance. You can't blame that I was born this way or whatever. You got to make your own life.
That's so true.
It's all out there. It's just waiting for you to discover it, waiting for you to work on it. I mean, like some people will just sit. I mean, like, come on.
And wait for the phone to ring.
You gotta exert equal energy.
Yes,
Get it.
That's absolutely right. So you guys, we are going to jump to a commercial really quick. I'm going to take Tessa to the power seat. We're going to dive deeper. I'd love to hear from you guys. You can look her up. Tessa, what is your name, or how can they find you on Instagram so they can talk to you?
C Princess 888.
Princess.
So see all my costumes there, and
Yes.
Yeah.
I know
I would like to say that the picture that they took of me of my costumes is from this. She's a super photographer, Abby, and she took all my costumes, and it was like after. Like during COVID and stuff. I mean, this pandemic.
So you made use of the time.
Nice, yeah. It was so nice.
You got to get dressed up.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here. You guys see, she's so fabulous.
1 year in waiting.
That's right. Yes.
I'm going global,
Yes, you are. You are global, honey. Power Hour will be right back with Miss Tessa, the Madonna of the Philippines, is live in the Power Hour studio. We'll see you just shortly. Hang on.
Nice.
Who is Lauren Powers, and why should you choose me to be your custom physique designer? Not a personal trainer, a custom physique designer. I'm gonna let you think about that for a second. Why? Because I'm just that. I take your physique where you are now to where you want to be, and I'm that solution in between. We close that gap. And it doesn't matter if you want to be a fitness model, a bikini competitor, lose 100 pounds, just be toned and fit and have more energy, or it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I meet you wherever you are at all fitness levels. And why do I say that? Because so many people judge me for being so strong. They're like, oh gosh, Lauren, I never want to look like you. That looks too hard. It's like you're going to kill me. I can't do this. It's great for you, but not for me. Well, let me tell you, it is for you. Because why? I have not always looked like this. Let me just share. Do you guys mind if I share just for a second? Be really vulnerable and transparent. This is not easy for me. But when I lived in Hawaii, I wasn't always fit. I drank beer, went to all the luau's, and I had a beer belly. I was much heavier than I am now, so I know what that feels like. Was I happy about it because I was running around in a bikini, this beer belly hanging out? No, that was too young to look that way. Did I do something about it? Yes. Then in the 80s, when drugs were really popular, got into that, lost a ton of weight, got super skinny, like unhealthy skinny there for a while. So I know what that feels like. Then I got healthy again. Then I became a bikini and swimwear model, living in Hawaii. And then I competed in figure, right, in a one-piece and a two-piece on stage in high heels, that whole beauty thing. And then I did bodybuilding. When I was discriminated against for being a firefighter, I got super strong. That was my motivation to become a bodybuilder, was the lawsuit. So I showed them, right? So the reason I share this with you is not to brag about who I am or what I've done. It's to let you know that I know what it's like to feel in different bodies. Been there, done that. I've literally lived in all sizes. Literally. Obese, skinny, unhealthy, bodybuilding, bikini, you name it. I've been there and done it all. So whoever you are, wherever you are, I'm here for you. So let's talk about that. Let's hop on a call. Let's discuss with me what your goals are, where you're at. Why have you gained, 100 pounds? Or why do you, only need to lose 20? What happened during COVID? Whatever. What is going on with you? Where's your mindset at? We talk about that. We dive deep. I really peel back those layers and find to the core of this thing and really go from where you are to where you want to be. That's my thing. Why do I do this? I've done the work. This is, I walk around like this because I want to show you that I know what I'm doing. I'm a walking resume, and I can do it for you. If I've done it for myself in so many different body types, I can definitely do it for you. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is I can feel for you. I have compassion. I know what it takes. I know things are hard. You don't feel like getting up. The last thing you want to do is go to the gym. You're exhausted. You spend so much time with your family. The kids need this. You have to drive them here or there. I hear the stories from moms all over. I've been doing this a long time, ladies. Okay? Heard it, seen it, done it all. But what I do know is that if you don't take control of your health and you wait till something happens to you, who's going to suffer? Everyone that you live for and care for and love. Your family, your spouse, your home life, your business, everything goes down if you go down. So let's not wait till a crisis. Let's just do this together. I'm here for you. I'm all about taking care of yourself. Self-care, self-love. You've got to put yourself first and make health your top priority. Top. Not last, top. Okay? Then guess what? Everything around you is going to thrive. Your kids, your business, your home life, your spouse, everything, including you, is going to feel better. So let's do this together. I've been there, I've done it, still doing it. My purpose and sole passion now, through all my years of experience in helping women be a better version of themselves, fills me. Okay, I'm here to serve you. Like I said, if I didn't share all my past experience and my knowledge with other women to help them, that to me would be the most selfish thing I could do. So I'm here on this planet. I know it's God's purpose for me is to give all of that to you, so you can be fit, fierce, fearless, and fabulous. So let's do it together. I love you guys. I'm here for you. Talk to me. I'm Lauren Powers, custom physique designer. Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Boom. Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, we just shared a moment on the power seat during the break, just kind of about sharing our faith and how powerful and how wonderful it is to have the Holy Spirit in your life. We both almost started crying.
I know.
Our makeup.
Makeup alert.
Yeah.
Makeup alert.
Our makeup.
And I asked you that when was the sort of the revelation in your life, and you just said a month ago.
Yeah, it's very new, you guys. And those of you that have been following me know that because she was following me before, and realized it was all physical. Yeah.
Fitness and everything. Wow. And the transformation.
Yeah, it's been a transformation, and I'm just here to empower. Lauren empowers.
I got it this time.
Well, because I believe it's really transforming my life. I'm involved in my church now even more. I just got they just asked me to be on the security team, so I'm going to wear another earpiece and be security, and because we're growing so fast, and I just believe it's all on purpose, and it's all for a reason, and God's going to use me in the way He wants to, and just use platforms like this and attract people like yourselves that have influence and are using and not afraid to use their voice to get the message out. Then, and I like what you said too. It's you can believe in anything. It doesn't matter. You're a higher being. Right. You're divine.
Yeah, and you know, I always say that there's always a reason for everything. Challenges that come, they're meant for you to grow stronger, and that you should look at them like you're given something, but you have support. You know, whether it's the Holy Spirit or you're going to be divinely guided.
Absolutely.
And you are not alone. I think.
Thank you. Yes.
When you are in your darkest, that's when your faith becomes strongest.
Well, that's when it should be.
Yeah.
And even in the good times, though, you should always thank God, always, or whoever you worship.
Yes.
That. And just be so grateful, like we talked about.
Right.
Breathe in love.
Yeah. Inhale love.
Exhale gratitude. Yes, that's going to be my next slide.
It's a really great thing. Like they say always, when you get up in the morning, you have to just 3 things that you are excited about or grateful for. And the same mindset at night, because they say when you go to bed and you're thinking about the problems, your entire sleep will be disturbed. When you wake up, it is going to be the same problem.
Actually, sometimes worse.
And worse.
Because you manifested it over through the night.
So at night, when you do your, sort of your attitude for gratitude, then you create, a feeling of calmness, of gratitude, blessings. So when you wake up, it will be manifest even more.
It's so powerful, you guys that are listening. Please take what she's saying, because she's living the life. She really is. And you guys have no idea what a big, socialite she is. I want to talk about that a little bit, about being such a fierce female in the Philippines. I'm the fierce female in the U.S. And now, hello, we're combining our countries, baby. Look out. USA meets the Philippines.
I'm going through a crossroad now, because my life before the pandemic was all about
live events.
Live events. We used to have charity galas for the Red Cross. I raised a lot of money for charity, but now I need to figure out how to continue the the charity aspect.
It's so coming from generosity. See how she is when you're generous, it always comes back.
It always comes back, and it's quite difficult now, because as you know, in the Philippines, it's not.
How is it there? What's going on? I have no idea.
Unfortunately, we are not really
open
there yet.
You're not open.
And it's been sort of chaotic. There's no master plan of how to come out of it, and it's just scary to be in that sort of situation. Economy's really bad. People are suffering and everything. So, for me, I want to really step up and do something, but I need to figure out, So now it's nice that.
But is the restaurants closed and everybody has to wear masks and all that stuff?
So they're asking about my costumes.
Tess, let's see. Cara wants to know, what was the inspiration for the different, what was that, Raleigh?
The different costumes.
All the costumes. Yeah, do we have photos of her to put up?
Right.
You guys have.
I have, there.
Look at this. Come on.
Okay.
That's how I go to the drugstore.
That's coming out of the grocery.
Yeah, so she wears that to the post office.
And, I'm friends with all my designer friends.
Of course you are.
Sherry Varick in the Philippines.
Oh, there's another one. Look at how fabulous. You're so beautiful.
Wow. And I had sort of a out of Africa 25th wedding anniversary, and that's what's my one was Rahul Laurel, and he's a super fab designer. That is actually a live
for a second.
animal. I mean that's
Wait, what?
I'm not sure if it's a kind of a parrot, but it's and then I have a costume design. I've crowned everyone. I really promote Philippine fashion. That's where that's my thing, because we have.
Why not?
Why not? Firstly, why not?
The bigger the better.
And this is from Ezra Santos. He is a fabulous designer, a Filipino designer in Dubai, and and so this whole was by the I Am Abby studio, and they came to me and says we want to promote that we can do this now. People are now transforming themselves into a COVID COVID-free business. So they open their studio.
Oh, good.
And so they can you can have the whole studio to yourself and do a pictorial and stuff. So it's
nice.
I love
so you did the big photo shoots during COVID. So you made the best of that, the lockdown,
and promote and stuff like that. And so going back, Philippine fashion now has become sort of in a standstill. Because it's not an essential. People are so I want to continue.
We're wearing pajama bottoms.
Right, I know, right? And
Everything's on Zoom.
I'm still figuring out how I can help all the local artisans.
Okay.
The artisans with all their products and all their weaves and so slowly I'm gonna come up with sort of a co-op to help all of that.
Oh, how nice. So again, you're making some up, kind of a disaster or whatever it's going on into something that's positive.
Right.
And still helping in the way you can.
Yes, correct.
That's why you're so fierce and fabulous. Hello.
Yes.
My new BFF right here on the power seat.
And
I love that.
Talking about manifesting, I had a card reader, sort of like an angel reader, and she says I am going international and global. I'm going to have like an interview in somewhere abroad.
Hello.
Wow.
Why not the power hour, right? Wow. Why not?
It's like,
you got chills.
Whoa.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Because it's supposed to be, and it helps. And we're.
And she said if it's in the promotion of good, of helping others.
Yeah. Well, that's there we are.
Well, here I am.
That's all. Yes, here she is, right next to me.
What an honor.
No, honor's all mine, babe. No, I love it because I knew from of course our friend, and she's like, oh, you love my friend because I love dressing up and doing crazy things. I'm on a lot of red carpets too.
Wow.
And it's. And I don't care what people think. That's the thing. It's like I have the mindset. I own whatever I put on. I own it. I don't care. Everybody stares at me or this or that. Of course, I got the muscles. Right. They can't hide me very well.
I said, you know what?
I tend to stand out.
My thing is like, you know how people say, you look so outrageous and stuff. And then I said like,
thank you. I was
and you know what I say? Well, you look normal.
Oh, I like that.
Right? It's a compliment to you to look normal, and it's a compliment to look outrageous. So we're fine. Right?
That's right. You be you. I'll be me.
I'll be me. Right?
My mom always says that. She tells all her friends. My daughter wakes up every day trying not to be normal. Like my whole message is daring to be different, and why fit in when you're born to stand out.
Exactly.
Right? Well, you saw my car when you rolled up, right?
I love it.
Purple eyelashes.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so me.
I cannot be called
you
a wallpaper.
Are worth it.
Yes.
You
That's
are worth it.
Isn't it? And that's the message. And I think just owning it and being on red carpets and all that stuff, but being as outrageous, you don't have to be on a red carpet to be and stand out.
Right.
Every day, just like I said, you're going to the post office or going to Costco, wearing that outfit. That would be so fun. Oh my gosh. they need to film you and I going to Costco.
Especially now that people are, like you said, are always in pajamas the whole day around.
Yeah, right.
Every occasion to get out of the house is a costume day.
Yes, I've been wearing. That's why Halloween used to be my favorite holiday.
The funny
to dress
thing
up.
Is, the funny thing is, I'm on holiday and on Halloween. Because all year around is Halloween.
Thank you. You know what? I back you on that. Why not? Dress up and wear whatever you want, whatever makes you feel better. And I think we're both on this message to empower, especially lift each other up, and especially as women. And instead of comparing and competing and looking down and judging, I mean, I have women that stand, you can just feel that energy looking you up and down and stuff. And I'll just smile and say hi,
I get that energy all the time.
Exactly.
And, but the thing is, you have, if there's one negative energy, you'll get 10 positive energy.
That's right. It kind of squashes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm
sure people come up to you and like, can I have a photo with you or whatever. So, and then there's always going to be one and just like stare at you down and up, but
But that's on them. That's not
on them.
That's not us. Hello, if you're too afraid to come talk to us.
Exactly, right?
Then it's
Yeah, right,
But I like to talk about these things because it is a thing, and I think when you're on a mission of doing good, if you will, with that positive intention, that you're going to have those naysayers and those people that try to, and I call it evil. They want the other side. They want to stop you and block you, and you have to just acknowledge that and be aware of it, but not have fear, but just go, you know what? what I used to say is that the more people that come at me to try to bring me down is that I thank them and I bless them and I pray for them. And I'm like, thank you, because now I just know I'm going to be that much more successful.
Right. Yes.
Right?
Yes, exactly.
Like, the more you try to take me down, the more successful I'm going to be.
Right.
So thank you. And then but that stops. When you acknowledge that and not feed into some of those, because every time I'm on TV or do something crazy, I get the people that talk,
in fact, they were like saying, how like good or bad, you are creating energy.
Right.
And you're like creating attention or whatever you have it.
Yeah.
And now especially when people are going through things, you don't have to be afraid to ask for help.
Exactly.
I think
Thank you.
now people are
more than ever
also willing to help because they know. And with the digital world, there's someone out there who can help you. You don't have to be embarrassed anymore that you're going through something. People will help.
Well, even for you to who you are and what you represent, you're sitting here and saying, I'm going through some hard times right now. But you're willing to admit it, and we talked about this earlier,
yes.
You're willing to admit whatever it is that you're going through. And I think that you even said that acceptance and acknowledgement and identifying it, and then being willing to have the courage to talk about it, because you don't know who's listening and you don't know how you can impact other people.
Yes,
so by someone, people look at you like, right? So we're like, they look at us and like, oh, they just have life so easy that, they've got nothing bad happens to them. But that's not true. It's called life, and we never know what's going to happen.
And life's shared experiences, we always learn from them.
Correct. And yes, and I believe it's not feeling alone is the worst thing. Yes. Going into depression and all these things. There's help for that. There's help for anxiety and this mental illness. You mentioned that.
And of course, in the end, really, it's your faith that will get you through.
Thank you. That's why you were asking me about this, and you can see and you can feel the energy. It's completely.
I do. Yeah. I mean, it's when I had a different sort of thing when I saw you and what just being with you
in person.
I felt the deeper sort of soulfulness.
Oh, thank you.
That I didn't see because I just see the physical part, right?
Right.
And stuff.
Well, you're not alone. People judge me all the time just by my outer appearance. But I'm like, there's a thing, and this, in fact, this is yours, by the way.
I want an autograph.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna do it. We're gonna for sure. But there's a chapter in here. It's like it literally says, "Don't judge a book by its cover," because you never know what people are going through. You never know the struggles behind the happy face, maybe And again, we're going through a different time in our world today, and I didn't realize the Philippines were so affected so strongly.
Yes, we are known as the country with the longest quarantine lockdown. We are still on some sort of quarantine. We have all versions.
So that means you're staying here?
I
have a room for you.
I know. It's like modified, lockdown, quarantine. It's like everything. Then,
How'd you get out?
Well,
how'd you escape?
I think now they're like, I said I needed to get out.
I needed to get out. Made my costumes. Have to get on the road.
I brought out like a couple of suitcases with costumes.
Of course you did. but good. So that's good. And how long can you stay? Do you know?
Yeah, maybe I'll leave soon and next month. I think when
you just got here.
Again, when the Holy Spirit will let me go, I will go back.
Okay. So you're kind of guided by that.
I'm going to be guided. I think this time around, I'm really just being still and listening,
You guys, I hope you're hearing that if you're listening to us, whether it's live or on the replay. These things are powerful messages, and I believe it's coming out of both of us. And we don't plan these things. We don't talk about it. We don't script it. We just talked about a couple of things, because you just asked me on the break about my faith because you felt it so strongly. I know. But you know what I mean? But so these are things I believe that the Holy Spirit are speaking through us, and these are messages that someone out there, whether again if it's live or on the replay, they need to hear it.
Yes.
And because people judge us and they see us on red carpets in this glamorous life, and she's in all these fancy clothes and all these things, but she's sitting here humble, vulnerable, real, authentic, all these words that are my favorite words. Yes. And just being her, sitting with me, and we're just having a conversation, but we're sharing things, and I hope you guys are picking out those nuggets that are so powerful. I love you. The inhale and the exhale, there's those little things, and when you go to sleep at night, be grateful and do like a slowly meditation or whatever. So you wake up lifted and refreshed and ready to go and take on the day again.
Living a life with intent and being purposeful. And it's not like, New Year's resolutions. It's the small daily stuff.
Thank you. I was going to say, it's no New Year's. Do daily.
Because New Year's is it's sort of impossible. But if you make each day with sort of even small acts of kindness or just greeting your neighbor or something like that.
Just smiling sometimes at people changes their whole world. They're like, wow, that girl just smiled at me.
Right.
Like I smile at people because my car is right. Who won't smile
at your car and your lashes coming out?
Right. I know. I do that on purpose. I don't know. Because I just like it. It's my personal thing. But then the Harley and all these things, and people wave and everything. And I always like to wave back and smile and just people take pictures on the road.
Right.
And
can you imagine?
Yeah,
and can you imagine just that energy and then ripple that?
Yeah, just flying down the highway. People waving and just they love it, honking.
Yeah, right. See?
Yeah, and I'll flex. I'll do one of these. Yeah, they're like, whoa.
It's like a horrible day, traffic, whatever. Then you see the car, So.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's just so positive. And I
really love the Empower.
Yes.
I thought you were joking.
No, because my birth name is MacDonald, so it's an M.
For real?
For real. So it's Lauren M. Powers.
Way. I thought you just made it up.
No. It's my new brand, so I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
It's working. Kind of like changing faith and fitness and just putting faith before fitness. But, I always talk about how important it is to take care of yourselves and the self-care and the self-love, which I know you do. I mean, you're just fabulous. Yeah. And you have more energy than I've seen in anybody for a long time.
I want to ask you, Lauren, how did you really incorporate or did you have an epiphany of having this faith incorporated in your life? No.
Actually, I really did. I was at my church, my Oceans Church, and the gal that's best friends with the pastor, she's like, why don't you do something for the girls here and, something with your fitness? And
right, yeah.
You obviously know what you're doing in that area. And I'm like, it's a little obvious, right? 10-time champion. But I'm just like, and fitness, and we'll do some faith. And I'm like, faith and fitness. And I just said it. And then
imagine?
Pastor Mark came off the stage.
La,
there's a word. La. In fact, here's the logo, Faith and Fitness.
Faith and Fitness.
Right. So, it just happened. And then the Pastor Mark, Pastor Rochelle's husband, I said, Mark, what do you think? I just had this epiphany to call my new company and change everything to Faith and Fitness. And he gave me a big hug. And that was like, boom, right? It was confirmation. Mm-hmm. And then my Be Strong, Be Fierce, Be You, boom, it just took on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, wow.
And then it's really working because I guess without, and you know this, you live your life that way, but without the faith, really nothing matters. And you can get through anything when you have.
Right. I mean, it's not that you didn't have a whole life or that you were living a, sort of a goalless life. It's just your life now is only better.
That's right. It's just another level up, baby.
It's a level up. It's a level up.
So, if you're listening, you know what I mean? Wherever you are, you can always level up. Yes. And it doesn't matter if you're the queen of the Philippines or you're a fitness queen here.
Yes, yeah.
There's always, and I think just being a student and being humble.
Yes, they're saying you're all a student for the rest of your life. There's always room for growth, for learning. There's always a chance for you to, improve on yourself.
Always.
And there's so much out there that you don't know that is still available, and that's like I said, anything that comes your way, you are certain that you will be protected and assisted.
Exactly.
If you believe in your faith.
If you believe, that's right. And you pray and you have to believe.
I think you really got to believe.
And then you have to ask for help and ask for guidance. Let's see. Yes, wherever you are, you can always level up. That's right.
Level up.
Well, and just be a sponge. And I'm a constant student, and I'm an expert in a lot of things. Not to boast, but I mean, but I work hard and I study and I've done the work and I constantly.
And you have shared that.
Well, now I'm sharing with everybody. Yes. It's not about me anymore. And I had a breakthrough, Tessa, going through some leadership courses and all that, to realize, because when you're in fitness and you're competing and you're on stage as a competitor, it's all about you. It's your food, your diet, your sleep, your bikini, your posing, it's you. But once I realized it's not about me anymore, and it's about how I can inspire and motivate others outside of myself,
right,
then everything changed.
Yes.
Because
exactly.
then I talk about it in some of those promos that you saw earlier,
right.
that would be selfish if I held on all my knowledge to myself and not told the world. I mean, that's, what purpose is that?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
That's so I mean, I like to share and serve, and I love that, just being a servant to God and to my clients and to my friends and my family and people that are willing to listen to the messages. And so, give yourselves a hand if you're watching this show. I hope you're being inspired. I hope you're feeling our energy. We are totally connected, immediately through our mutual friend, but obviously she put us together for a reason. I knew as soon as she told me about the costumes, because I love dressing up.
Oh, my goodness.
She's like, you have to meet my friend Tessa. And I'm like, I'm going to meet her. When I saw your Instagram, I'm like, hello.
In fact, when you said, can you send a photo? How many? I have
yeah. Do we have more? Let's flip through again. Let's go through, because they're so fabulous. Look at these, you guys. This is her daily wardrobe.
Yes, this is my daily
she dressed down for the...
And, well, actually, these are the gowns that I've worn in my past charity galas.
Yes.
So it's a Red Cross gala, and that...
The headpieces, come on.
Yeah.
It's like you're the Las Vegas girl.
And these ones are beaded. The fabric is individually beaded.
Wow.
So that's not even like a pattern.
Gives it
on
justice.
Yeah. So, and it weighs tons.
Look at that.
Even that one is like a yellow jersey, individually sewn, stitched, bejeweled by Rahul Laurel and his team. And that weighed a ton. I wore it.
Weighs more than you, I'm sure.
Walking down that aisle, we had an
you have to have strong legs just to walk.
A theme, a wedding anniversary. It took me so long to go from the end of the church because the gown was
so heavy. You have to be strong just to wear the clothes.
This is my expression of life.
I love it.
That I really wanna live in color, live in the creativeness of Filipino designers and stuff.
Well, and you're doing it, and that's what I love, and you own it, and you know what I mean. If people don't like it, that's on them. They're just jealous.
Like I said, you look
you're normal. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I'm so gonna take that line. Yes.
Oh, you look at it, and you look normal. It's like, it's not an insult. It's just calling out it is, right?
Well, most people want to just kind of blend in and be wallpaper and just go with the flow, and they live in fear. You see them out there.
Right? How fun is that?
No, boring.
Yeah, boring.
For us, but that's what their choice. That's exactly, and that's their choice. Again, you guys, we all have a choice, and we get to choose how we dress every day, what we do every day, how we live our lives, what we think about things, how we handle, adversities or challenges.
Right.
We choose how we respond and how we behave, and we can choose to live in fear, or we can choose to live in faith. So to me, hello. Kara, did Tessa speak on where she found her inspiration?
Yeah,
let's hear that. Good question, Kara.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kara. Interestingly, when I was in my early 20s, my brother passed away in a motorcycle accident. And
sorry.
When you have death in the family, you sort of, and he was in his prime, and no illness and everything, you question what it is that life has become. So your mortality.
Yes.
You realize, what am I here for, and why am I so concerned about what other people are thinking?
Yes.
And and then maybe I didn't get into drugs, I didn't get into drink, I got into costumes.
I love it.
And that, interestingly, I had more and more designer friends who were like, can you please wear this? Because and so,
because you get so much attention.
Yes, and wow, I just realized you live day like
Could
to
be
the
your last,
fullest.
right?
Live it to your fullest, and really, if you wanna be who you are, you show it. You don't need to, you don't have to be accountable to anyone on earth but
That's right.
Your divine.
That's right.
Lord. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of been the common theme through today, because I didn't even know what we were going to talk about. Just how you're fierce in the Philippines.
And stuff.
But it's coming out, and with that question, that was right on point, because that you use that to inspire you.
Yes. I get inspired from other creative designers. I get inspired from travel. I get inspired just from living, and get inspired from, promoting as much as I can the Philippines wherever I go. And, inspiration really comes from meeting other people, getting
connections.
Getting connections.
Yes. So important, you guys.
Staying connected. So
yes. Well, you're stuck with me now.
Yeah. I'm moving in.
Yes, I have a room for you. Just became available an hour ago.
Right.
When you got here.
And
yes.
And it's the
Behind
nice
the
thing.
scenes.
It's the nice thing is, you come to, when you don't plan things. Also, it's just nice to go with the flow.
That's right.
Because then you realize, you're being sent
guided
to where you are for a reason.
Right, just being guided.
If I didn't have my troubles at home, I wouldn't have come here. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have.
You'd be on someone else's red carpet,
right,
your own.
And
some big ground.
And like I want to say that no matter what age you are in, it's never too late to grow from whatever challenge you have, to include faith. And to rebrand yourself.
That's right.
It's never too late.
Thank you. That's a quote in my book. It's never too late to look great from the inside out.
Oh, wow.
It's in the book.
Look at that.
It's here. This is your copy. I'm going to be signing it after the show. In fact, if anybody else would like a copy of my book, you guys can just go to beneaththemuscle.com and I will sign your copy. We'll ship it out. There you go.
There you go.
Free signed copy. That's right. So Tessa's getting her copy. And
Are you still looking forward to something you haven't done yet?
That is a
look.
Who's interviewing who? Yeah, who's Hey now, how did that start? Here, you hold this.
I'm used to this too. I do a lot of interviews.
Of course you do.
So, so Lauren, what do you think?
We're fighting over the microphone now, right?
Give me that mic.
You can hold it. It's all good. You know what? That's interesting. I believe everything on my bucket list has been checked off. I mean, I've jumped out of airplanes, I've bungee jumped, I've done just crazy things. I was a firefighter. I've sold everything there is from cars and homes and traveled everywhere.
You were a firefighter?
Yeah, it's in the book.
Wow,
you'll read all about it.
I gotta see you in that fire costume.
There's pictures
It's not
somewhere.
even a costume; it's a uniform.
Yeah, I know, but to us,
don't call it a costume.
That's so funny because you say that because when I told my friends, I was like, I think I want to be a firefighter. It's just after I got sober. Get back to my community and all that. They're like, well, you get to wear a hat because I love hats like you. I love dressing up and I'm always in some sort of hat, not as fancy as yours, but they're like, you get to wear a hat. I think it's called a helmet, but it's
oh my God, that's
but that's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay because I love to dress up as well. That's so funny. We have that in common. But yeah, I was a firefighter. I've done many things in my life. People think you would think I'd be about 200 years old, but I've done. But because I don't know, I just like challenges and I like new things and new opportunities and I've always lived my life like that, and whatever opportunities come my way, I tend to take them. So sometimes too much, I'm like squirrel. Okay, so this, just when it comes to sales. But now I'm just really focusing in on this faith and fitness thing. I love doing interviews like this, having fabulous people in my presence and just attracting those quality women especially. And I've narrowed it down to, a smaller niche of professional women that just were here to empower one another and just lift each other up. And I have a little thing where I carry women. I carry this girl on the video that's coming out. You guys will see.
Wait.
Yeah,
we can't tell you, but watch out.
Yeah, we'll announce it later when it's all done. And I can't get in trouble with production. They're already chasing me around. But no, it's just so to answer that question. Really, if I were to pass tomorrow, God forbid, or if it's His time, I'm okay.
Yes.
I'm not afraid.
That feeling of contentment is something that is wonderful to have already.
Yeah, I've never been afraid of that because I believe, in eternity. And everything's going to be even, I know we're going to cry again. I know, it's just so crazy, isn't it? But that's such a powerful feeling. But I truly believe that. You can tell I have such faith in that I just live life so max like you. We live larger than life.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, you're going to cry. You ruin your eyelashes. They look so fabulous.
I know.
No, but so there's really nothing I haven't done. I get to, and I'm very blessed, but I don't take it for granted. And people that know me know that. Super humble and
nice.
And just live but I get to, jump on my Harley or do this or get to go that. I'm on this production or, and I do auditions.
Nice.
But if I feel if I don't get it, I'm not meant to be there. And then I just let it go. I don't take anything
It's like,
personal.
I guess now it's like icing on a cake. It's everything,
It's all extra.
Yeah, it's all extra.
It's all extra. I'm
like we are always extra.
That's Kara's word. Who's watching us?
Extra.
Kara, I've never heard that about someone describe that about themselves. She's like, well, I'm just extra. And you just said it. And I think that's such a great words of wisdom from both icons. Yeah, thanks,
nice.
Karen.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, and I really want, there's Evan, notice who's holding the mic. Yeah.
It's Tess's power now.
Yes, I know.
Welcome to
I'm
Tess's
okay
power.
with that. See, that's women's empowerment. I share the power. Share and lift each other up.
Because caring is sharing.
That's right. And those are cliches, but they're so meaningful. And so don't take these things for granted, you guys. Whatever if you resonated with anything that her and I have said from the red carpet to the power seat here, is just these small nuggets that we're just coming right out of our mouth. We're not rehearsed.
And we're not saying anything new.
It's not new.
It's not new. It's
but we're
just
enforcing.
Yeah.
We
are empowering.
Yes. Well, that's and I think that's our place and that's our purpose. And you do it on a huge scale, and I love that you do that. I'm so excited to mindset is everything. You mentioned that right away from
mindset is everything.
When you walked right up, you said it's mindset.
Yeah.
And obviously, I have a slide for it because I believe so strongly in that. And every speaker and every personal development lecturer or speaker that I have met always talks about mindset. And I say that when I speak about it because it's the most important thing. Everything starts here and then it flows down. So without that, and then it just comes down through that. We can create and inspire and motivate and manifest really anything that we want. And we all have the choice. And I have a whole topic I talk about, I choose you, or I choose me. And I make people just really say that out loud and own that. Like you choose you, and you don't care what the other people think or say. And you're in the spotlight.
It's already hard enough. To even you're gonna even add to the plate all the other people. Like, come on,
right? Get your own life.
Yes, and there's just even a saying like, don't live another person's life because that's already occupied. Live your own. No one's living your own life.
Thank you. Right? That's what I tell my clients too. Don't try to be someone else that you're not. One, it's too hard.
That's too hard. Right? I mean, it's like it's useless and it's a waste of time, waste of energy. And
be you. That's part of my saying. Be strong, be fierce, and be you.
Yeah.
And that's really empowering words if you really break it down and read between the lines what that really means. And it just came out again. I was just sitting here being filmed. And I'm like,
we should have a list of all these, nuggets of gems.
We'll make our own T-shirts. Tessa and I will be coming out of the T-shirt line.
I know. Watch out for that.
Yes. Inhale love, exhale gratitude. That would be a fabulous T-shirt. I think we're going to do that.
And I was in Bhutan when my cousin Carla shared that, and when she said it, and being in Bhutan and all that, mystical. The nice thing about Bhutan is like they have the highest. What do you call that? It's like happiness kosha, and they were like saying it's all about contentment.
There you go. And we can choose to be happy or we can choose to be miserable. Right?
And
Loving
you can
Tessa's aura.
Oh,
yes, Vina.
Oh, hi, Vina.
Where are you guys from? Are you guys engaged with us?
She's from the Philippines,
but
she's living now in she's in New York.
Okay. All right. This part of the world.
Vina, look who has the mic.
I know. And I'm like
I'm not even giving it back.
I know. We're going to arm wrestle.
I'm just going to wrestle.
And again, and I'm fine with that. It's all good.
Yeah.
No, because there's room for everyone. And that's another thing. I just love that. I love sharing and lifting other people up and letting them be and grow into who they're supposed to be. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to play small.
Exactly. And isn't it just a feeling of contentment and happiness that you have actually sort of changed another person's life?
Oh, it's amazing. When I get testimonials and people
exactly
cry when they see me, I watch in a room, yes,
really?
And people like break down and cry.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, what's me? And then here's me, what's wrong? Are you okay? And they're like, no, it's just you. I can't believe I'm meeting you and stuff. And that's like, I'm not Madonna and I'm not the Beatles or whatever, but And I go, you know what?
It's
and I
such a
thank
great
them. No, I thank them. I'm like, you know what? That's what keeps me going. Because I'm alone. I do this, I'm very self-motivated and self-driven, and nobody makes me do anything that I don't want to do. But sometimes, you just want to be chill. But then I'm like, no, because I'm supposed to be out there and risk and have the courage and put my, face out there and be like what we're doing now. Just be on the front line and be open to judgment. But then again, at the end of the day, like you said, who cares what people think? If I worried about that, I would have been shriveled up a long time ago. Worried about people thinking about, because I walk around looking, 15-inch biceps. We were like, what the heck?
Are those real?
Well, watch out. They might pop. Look out. Don't pop it now. I had to blow it up.
Oh my God.
Boom.
She charges extra for that.
That's right. Yes. Changing one life at a time. Yes, Crystal Davis is in the house. Hi, Crystal. That's another inspiring female. There's Cara. So if I'm watching Lauren, give the mic. Yeah. You guys know this is not normal, but you know what? When you got another queen over here, well said. Yeah, but it's exciting, and again, the nuggets that we're sharing are not only going to be T-shirts.
Please support us.
yeah, buy your shirt. Let us know what saying you'd like. We're going to do a whole movement.
Yeah.
And we could, because why? We can do anything. If you have that intention, you have that mindset, you're in the right space, your faith is in order, you feel good, your health is in order, you're taking care of yourself, that self-care and self-love, that's of course my whole thing.
Yeah.
And giving back and serving.
I've read also, because I'm so into self-help and all these books and stuff.
And that's show. But look at it. Hello.
Say you gotta be aligned with everything, like your gut, mind, body, and soul.
Absolutely.
And when you have crisis or trauma, if those four don't align, then don't go to that direction. Like for example, if you're like tormented by what to do, go on, and your marriage or whatever, or stay with a boyfriend or whatever. Now, if you are confused, then you have to still yourself.
Stop.
Go with your faith, and then you'll be all aligned.
Guided.
You'll be guided.
Hello.
Just as long as your body.
We're just making sure that says stop.
Yeah. Stop and listen.
Yes. No, so true. You guys, and I love that what you said. These are not new things.
Yes.
We're not discussing anything that's somebody love her point in your spirit. Yes. These are not new, but I believe it's just coming through us because someone needs to hear it, and we live it, and it's obvious. And I think we are chosen to inspire other people and speak our minds, be direct, be open, be transparent, be vulnerable, be authentic, and not play games.
I love that. Being
it's so
authentic,
important.
Authenticity, especially now.
Huge.
It's huge.
I mean, with filters even on Instagram, these people that post these fabulous lives and use filters and all that, then you see them in person, you're like, who are you?
Exactly, right?
Like, I like to be as real as possible. What you see is what you get, because I don't care.
Now, if your Instagram's something, but when you see you're even more awesome, then that's even better,
High five.
Right?
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Like meeting you now and your aura,
You're more fabulous in person than your photos.
Yes, right.
I've traveled all over the world kind of like you, and I used to hear that quite a bit, that you're so much better in person, because I believe it's the energy.
Yes.
And
it's so nice to hear.
It's nice.
It's the best compliment, more than you're normal.
Well, because it could go the other way. Like, you don't look anything like your photos.
Yeah.
Right. I'm out of here.
Right. Oh,
that wouldn't be a good thing.
Yeah.
But that has happened. It happens, especially when you're dating, right? I mean, I'm single, and so I hear that a lot. It's like, oh wow, I'm so glad we met in person, because you're prettier or whatever it may be. They're attracted to me.
Nice.
But I also hear the horror stories where you're nothing like, I've had, guys show up on dates and they said that the women are like 20 pounds heavier, 20 years older.
Wow.
Like, they're not who, and I might.
Because you know how you can filter now, inches away,
all this crazy. I don't even know how to do that. You know what I mean? I just, I never wanted to know, because that doesn't make sense to me. What a waste of time. If you're trying to build a foundation, whether it's in personal life or your business life, especially in the dating world, why would you start a relationship off on a lie?
Exactly.
Not being who you are, especially what you look like.
True. And
age is, just doesn't matter.
But, when you have a relationship and it starts off in that sort of negative setting, Where do you think
Where do
that
you go
will
from?
go?
Yeah, where do you go from there? Hello.
There?
So it's like,
Really,
just
really.
be real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And just,
With everything. It's the easiest. Truth is the easiest to have.
Right? Making up stories
making
and
up
that's
stories
too much
is
work.
So much work.
Who has time for that? Then you have to remember what you say.
I know. And then how do you remember
Keep
all
track.
the lies that you're into, and then you can just get bigger and bigger and bigger, you know?
But there's a lot of people that do. So
Right.
don't you guys speak your truth, stay authentic, be transparent, just be real, be who you're meant to be, enjoy your life, create the life you want to have, manifest what you want. Meditate, go to sleep with positive thoughts, wake up thanking for your breath.
You're gonna write those all down. Oh my
Yeah.
God, speak slower.
Yeah, these just rattle. These I know they just come right out.
Wow.
Oh yes, deal breaker when the man shows up, nothing like. Yeah, see. Yes, it goes both ways. Yes, Crystal. Yeah, well, I've been on a lot of dates too. I'm like, really? What photo was that from? 1940s? You know what I mean? You know, you have this big gut now and all this stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
come on, where's your six-pack abs?
Right. Oh my goodness.
They Photoshop there someone else's body on their head. No, that's ridiculous. It's a waste of time. So
right.
just be real, you guys.
Yes.
And that's the message of the second. We have a lot of messages today.
Incredible. And now it's like, now that I'm, sort of repurposed and stuff, and I'm now wanting to discover new, like my next bucket list is Antarctica.
What?
Antarctica.
What's that?
And the Antarctic, the seventh.
Antarctic. I can't. Sorry.
Yeah. So
I need the Filipinos in the house to translate.
No. I'm taking Am. She's gonna be my roommate. I said like we're gonna go to Antarctica and we're gonna do the whole South America.
Okay, I want to go.
Now, you guys got. Now it's really.
When I say
time.
Antarctica, so
Antarctica.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. I'm like, what's that?
Antarctica.
I've got Filipinos all around me translating. I love it.
And it's because I love Africa. It's where God lives. I feel.
Oh, interesting.
No matter what year or decade or continent. I mean, it's like it's just untouched by humans and stuff.
Okay, that makes sense.
So now, Antarctica is my next bucket list because I feel there.
You have a calling for there.
I have a calling for there somehow, and I'm
that's
so excited to
How cool is that? So when are you going?
Well, February next year, so I'm so excited.
Sidekick over there, Sid.
Yeah, so you gotta
call us the travel queen herself over there.
And maybe, maybe I'm gonna do a travel show or something. I mean, like,
okay. Why not?
Why not? Get into. I need to still rediscover what I'm meant to be in this earth for.
You're gonna follow your own guidelines of what to do. We've been talking about this whole time.
Right.
So ask what you're supposed to be doing.
Like how you manifest.
Yeah,
like
get a download.
You get a download.
Yeah.
I love that.
You like that?
I love that.
You may
Rosanne Cruz she's sort of my Kundalini urban healer, and she says like, you gotta download and be open. There you go.
For Power Hour.
Power
we
Hour.
have many things. We switch. See,
Yeah.
we have the Fit Fierce Female. We have Faith and Fitness. We have the Power Hour.
I love the Power Hour.
And we have the Power Fitness Events.
And you need empowers.
Yes, there you go. That's the new signature. Yes, kind of fun. It's brand new. I just got it today, so I'm showing off my new mic flag.
And I had it for a while.
Yes, go ahead. There she goes. Look at that.
Here I go again.
One interviewer to another. You can hold it. It's all good. It's all good.
How do you sort
look at
of?
her.
Let me ask you another question. Let me ask you another question. Maybe also because now that we have sort of established ourselves and who we are and stuff. How do you prioritize what you think you should be doing now in your life?
Wow, you're pretty good at this.
I'm a host.
It's not your first. It's not your first day.
I'm a host. Like it seems like your love life is not a priority now.
It hasn't been, but it's gonna be because I think I have everything in my life the way I like it.
Look at me.
With the faith.
Right.
Yeah,
okay,
I like that.
Here we go. Yes, we're
professional.
Actually, yes.
So that is the next step. Thank you for picking up on that. So if you're listening, I am single and ready to mingle, but it has to be the right person. So I really have to manifest in the person that I want. And like my friends are telling me just to make a list of every single thing and don't leave anything out. Obviously, I need to be very clear. I'm really good at manifesting, so I have to be specific.
Yes, and make sure it's not just pink.
Yes, exactly. Good comeback. So I'm in that process right now, but I've got so many things that are so exciting. And, just the Power Hour we're launching. This is also on podcast. We've got, I have guests all the time now, and just things are happening so quickly that I just constantly keep up. But my mom's always said too, she's like, when you're ready to find a man, you will. It'll just happen. You don't have to look for it or anything. She goes, you don't want it. Otherwise, she goes, if you wanted it, you would have it because you get everything you want.
Correct.
So it's a good point. So I've relaxed about it. I don't stress too much. When it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. And that's how that's faith. And, maybe I'll meet somebody at church, or you just never know. So
and like you said, like you just started like a month ago. So it's technically a baby. It's in the baby stages
right
now.
I wasn't ready, and I was
yes.
because I'm here still building.
Right.
I'm mostly building. I'm here serving. I've changed the whole focus with the show and who I am and what I share with my clients and my business and all of these things. Like you, I had to pivot as well because I'm socialite like you. I love always at every event, every red carpet, I'm at everything, and that's how I live my life, from event to event to event. And then of course the whole world shut down, and so I sat on on the computer for 6 months and I ended up doing, interviews, and I did a summit, a 30-day summit interviewing. In fact, Crystal Davis was on there, and quite a few powerful women were on there. My good friend from India, who runs Dr. Harbeen Arora, she was amazing. She's one of the top most 100 influential women in the world with Oprah and all them.
Wow.
Yeah, and so she was on my show. Again, my friends were like, why, you can't get her? And I'm like, I thought to myself, well, why not? All I did was message her, and within 2 seconds, yes, I would love to be on your show, Lauren. So things like that. So the power of the ask. I'm interviewing Robbie Motter, who's the founder of Global Society of Female Entrepreneurs. You should come with me on Monday. I'm speaking.
Right.
Yeah, you guys are coming.
Yeah,
because I'm speaking, and we're doing the Power Hour with her. And her whole thing is the power of the ask. And she's late in her 80s.
Power of the ask.
At the ask. A-S-K, ask. You have to ask what you want, and ask for help or ask for support.
Right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness.
You have to meet her. She's global.
Right.
But she would love to meet you. And maybe we could do part 2 over there too.
Nice.
Throw you on the show again. Yeah, Riley's like, yes.
And see, this wouldn't have happened if you didn't sit down, be in lockdown for 6 months.
Yes.
And everything,
Yes, exactly. And just reach out. And I'm very proud to say, out of every single person I asked to be on my show, I had 100%. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody I just had on my list, I wrote a list of who I wanted on the show, and every single one, yes. So it was like 100% closing rate.
Wow,
and then,
nice.
because I'm always supporting other people. So this is
Yes.
the first time I asked something.
Again, it starts with a good intention.
Right. So I'm like, but it's to promote them. It wasn't really to promote me. It was to promote them.
But
The show was about them.
In the essence, it also, generated an energy that sort of platformed what you are.
Yeah.
All that, what you stand for now.
Yes. See, look at you. This is so
And
great.
besides,
yeah. Yeah, there's the other queen. Yeah, the manifest at that shoot. In fact, I wasn't even supposed to be in that scene.
Oh my goodness.
And I didn't get to meet her yet because I had to do a scene.
Is that J-Lo?
Yes.
J-Lo! Oh my. Wow.
Yeah, you like that?
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, that was another. Remember I told you I manifested her? That was for
Yes.
real. I mean, I was literally watching her on The World of Dance. I love to dance. And that's her show. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I haven't worked with her yet. And I'm not kidding you, Tessa. When I said that, my phone text message went off. And it says, are you available for a music video? It was that weekend.
No way.
And it didn't say who. It wasn't an agency. It wasn't my agent.
No way.
It was nothing. It was just a random
What?
number. And so I started thinking, I'm not kidding. So I started thinking,
a hoax or whatever.
Right. Why would you believe that? Because normally you
Right.
have to get, your agency has to get involved. You go through an
Right.
audition, then
Yeah,
you go
yeah,
on a
right,
veil,
right,
then
right.
you get booked, and it's this whole process.
Yes.
Because I've done a lot of these things, right? Nothing. It was just a random text, and then no name, nothing. And then I'm like, sure. And then they said, can you be available for these 2 days? I'm like, sure. And I'm like, there's not even thinking this is real.
My hair is
Right, and I still didn't know the whole time. I literally didn't know until I showed up that morning. In faith, I just drove my car, my big purple Escalade, right? I think it was black there with my big picture on the side.
Yeah.
Drove up, and this big security guard comes up, and he's like, good morning, ma'am. Are you here for the Jennifer Lopez music video? And I'm like in my car, I'm like, yes, I am.
Oh.
And he's like, they're waiting for you on set. Park anywhere you like. I'm like, thank you, sir. Park. I stumbled over there. It was this huge thing. And so I met the director, and I'm like, I need my photo. And she's like, oh, nobody gets a picture with her. You can't even look at her and all this stuff.
Right.
She's quite the diva.
Yeah.
But rightfully so. She's earned it, right?
course.
And I
Right, exactly.
love her. And just one thing led to another, but I'm like, I set the intention. I said, I'm not leaving here without a picture with her.
Imagine.
I did it yesterday too. I got my picture with the star yesterday.
Yes, right.
And I told her I'm going to put her in my book. There you go. There's all my friends.
Oh, wow.
So you got J-Lo, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
Boom. Because I asked. So the power of the ask. Well,
It's the power of the ask.
yeah. So
I've never heard that.
yeah, well, you're going to hear from the queen herself on Monday.
Nice.
So yeah, these are just exciting things, but I don't say any of these things to brag or boast. This is to say what can happen and what's reality, and you can create this. And that's just happened to be what I set my intentions to. And again, yesterday I said the same thing too. I'm like, I'm not leaving without a photo, and I made it happen. I met the bodyguard, then I talked to the manager, and the manager okayed it. And then this, the star said, absolutely, would love to have a photo with you.
Nice.
And so, but if I didn't ask and been shy and all intimidated,
so it's a good intention.
Good intentions.
You created that energy of
Yeah. And it's
desire.
Fun. Yeah. And I'm like, it's for my book. I'm going to promote you.
And all you had to do is ask.
Thank you. High five to that. Yes. Right. So again, these are things that, we're just sharing authentically. Yeah, there's our show for Monday. So you guys tune in for this. This is at the normal power hour, noon on Mondays Pacific. Mm-hmm. That's the queen herself. See the power of showing up and asking. You got to show up first.
You got to show up. Of course, you got to be there.
Right.
Present.
Not flake.
Yeah, and they were like saying now, because everyone's so worried about they're always living on the past, worrying about the future. You got to be present. You got to be present. Oh, there she is. Showing up and asking. She showed up.
I know. She's
Coach
Showing Millie's
up and
here.
Asking.
Yes, her boyfriend's here. Synchronicities
are real.
That's right. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Are real.
Yeah, there's Coach Millie. Yep, she's always live on the red carpet.
Right,
but these things, I just love this. This is so great. I don't know where we are on time. We can talk forever.
Yeah.
So you guys, if you want to ask any more questions for Miss Tessa while she's here live, I encourage that highly. If you haven't done so, if you can show us some hearts and some thumbs up, give us some energy here back. We're just pouring into you guys. Again, this is not for us. We're having fun, of course, and I just adore her, and we get to go have dinner together and hang out. We're going to go to Antarctica. When I'm back from the Philippines after seeing her there. This is how we just talk about it and we make it happen. But that's how simple these things work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you just do the footwork. But you have to show up. You have to ask. You have to have that right intention. You have to come from the heart and have that positive mindset and manifest and create whatever you want and choose the life you want to lead. And I think and live.
There, see, my Venus says
showing up. You
right,
see,
yeah,
that's
Venus
why she's one of your friends.
Right. Yeah, and being present there and you are of course fearful of the unknown and everything. You gotta face it. That's the only way you can dodge it and have other people take and have other people face your fear for you. But it's just gonna come back. Yeah, and you always grow from that fear. You gotta change that fear to empower you and to faith
and be fierce.
Yes,
fierce female. That's right. Yeah. I got the most fierce female from the Philippines.
From fear to fierce.
Yes,
right.
Another T-shirt.
Yeah, we're gonna have all these.
Thank goodness this thing is being recorded because we're gonna go back and write about ourselves. This is so great. If any more questions, I know we've got to go eat.
Yes,
and share and rock on, ladies. Yes, thanks, Em.
What is your go-to workout?
Oh, she's not done.
Yeah, I'm not done. My last question. My question. Because
she's got the mic. Look out, people. I love this. This is so.
No, people that is it like? Can you just like? Is it like 10 minutes of your time, 20 minutes, or you need to devote?
For workouts?
Yeah.
It depends on what level you're at and where you are in your fitness.
Just for over all day, now.
I love an hour for yourself of self-care and self-love.
No way, that much?
Well, you can start with 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and just start moving and just honor your body wherever you're at. And it's the small steps that make a big difference.
All right.
So investing in yourself, this is what what I do, as far as my programs, is taking the time for yourself and carve out. And I love people to take an hour and make a date with themselves, whether it's getting a massage or a facial or
self-love.
That's right. For an hour, meditating, reading your favorite book or the Bible or self-help, whatever it is that serves you. from the inside out is so powerful. And then the physical part of it, I can sculpt anybody's body. That's, if you get with me, I can tone you down, I can build you up, whatever it is. You want to lose weight, it doesn't matter to me.
Right.
That part is, where I'm an expert. But it's the other stuff that's more important. It's the mindset that we talked about. It's having the faith and giving your body the love and taking the time for yourself. And most people are so busy now building our businesses and worried about our kids and our family and the husband and the house and all these things. At the end of the day, they're so exhausted. They tell me, Lauren, I don't have time to do anything. The last thing I want to do is some push-ups and some sit-ups, right? But you got to put yourself first.
I see.
So the word of the day is I choose me. I choose me. God first and then you. In that order. Another t-shirt. That's right. Another t-shirt. I love it. Are you writing these down, Riley? Come on now. Yes. Honor your body and take it within. Yes. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, she knows. And it's not always easy to do. These things aren't easy. And all the things that we're saying, and they just roll right out of our mouths, and we make it seem easy, but don't get us wrong. We understand these things are not easy. Life is,
A love yourself hour.
Yes, thank you. Another shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we understand that. But what's easy is, get a coach, get a mentor, get some role models, hang out with people that empower you, and learn from them and feel their energy and emulate them and for yourself, but be you. Be the best version of you from the inside out. And being the physical, it's super important, you guys, to take care of your bodies. The older we get, the harder it gets. And, I'm going to be 100 this year. And
hey, you look great for whatever age you say, whatever age you claim to be.
That's right. But again, age is just
it's a number.
And I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter what age you are. You can feel the best. And I've never felt better. I feel better now than I did in my 20s and my 30s, just to be clear. I'm 27 years clean and sober. That has a lot to do with it because I've changed my life around.
That is an applause right there. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's changed my life too, and I honor God.
Hey, you've been through a lot.
Yeah, I have, girl.
Oh my goodness.
And that's why I can speak.
And I still have the mic.
I know, and I love.
I'm giving it back.
I don't want it. It's all good. I'm just talking because but I share these things, and I'm not anonymous about it. And because I use my message, and it's that courage piece that has to come out because I want to inspire and change someone else's life. And you do that. You just transform other people. And I think you and I are here to live these big, outrageous lives and own that. Even amongst judgment and all these other things that people are trying to, tear us down, it's not going to happen. So you guys give up. You can't tear us down. It's just, we just keep getting stronger and stronger and more powerful because of the attitude, the gratitude, the manifestation, the faith in God. The whole thing is all packaged together in the same.
And amazing how everything just gets better and better and better.
Absolutely. Better. We're better with age. We're like fine wine.
Yes, exactly.
I don't have to drink wine to appreciate it. No, because it's so true. So hopefully you guys that are listening and watching us, follow her. She's amazing. I'm going to bring her back on Monday. We'll do some more follow-up stuff because I'm sure people are going to get feedback from this because this isn't our normal hour. So This was a special show, the Power Hour on Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific for my Red Queen, fierce female from the Philippines.
Wow, that's a tongue twister, right?
Yeah. Oh, don't ask me to say that again. I do things once. I'm a one take. That's why this is live. We don't have to do repeats.
Yeah.
You guys, any more questions? Anything? I want to thank Tessa so much for being on the show, for our time together. We're going to go enjoy our company with some more friends, encourage some more people, and spread the light and the love. Everywhere we go, I offer and challenge you to do the same. Spread the kindness, smile at some people, thank your waitress or your mailman or the UPS driver, like those small things. My trash man, I'm best friends with my trash man. You know what I mean? Why?
Yes,
Because
you really can make a small difference in someone else's life.
Oh, huge. He smiles. Every time he comes up, I run out there and I pose for him and then he takes all my trash. I just redid.
He takes your trash with a smile.
Yes, and sometimes I have a lot. It just depends on what's going on. I just redid my entire backyard, and so I had a lot of trash this time. And so I met him out there, and he let me, do 3 things. So you never know, you know what I mean? You just be kind to everyone and treat everyone the same. And life just gets so much better. So with that, I'm going to wrap this show up. I just adore you. I admire you.
Okay, I'm taking this mic home.
Yes. I respect you. We're going to get you your own. I'm sure you have some in the Philippines. Anyways, you guys.
Thank you so much. I'm
yep.
So grateful.
For our next episode, the Robbie Mater, The Power of Showing Up and Asking, you're going to be there. That's Monday live on the Power Hour. Make sure you join us. If you'd like to be a guest on my show, like Miss Tessa here, normally it's Mondays at noon. Go ahead and go to powerhourtv.com/guest. Fill out the app there. My team will review it, and we will get you scheduled. You have to have an amazing energy like this to be on the show. It's not for everybody.
Level up, level up.
That's right. Level up. That's right. So that's right. Hard act to follow, but you know. And just to not miss anything that's going on, text the word POWERS, POWERS, to the number 888-907-2480. Once again, text POWERS to 888-907-2480. I'm going to text you back. Don't miss anything. You get a free workout calendar for participating. You guys, I'm here for you. I'm a servant. If you want to level up, there's your faith and fitness calendar. Of course, I might give you one. 15 days. You can do that. Anybody can do anything for 15 days, right? And again, small increments. And this will be, join our podcast if you haven't already. We're on Apple, Google, Stitches, iHeart, Spotify, Pandora, to name a few. There you go. We've got it all. So again, join me. You know, I'd love you guys to follow me. Give me a call. I've got that free assessment call if you're one of my listeners here. It's a $500 value to spend a half hour with me on the phone. We really break it down and I go deep on where you're at, where you want to be. And you can just scan that, take your phone and put it on photo, scan that, and it directly goes to my calendar link. And I will get back with you. I promise. I just met somebody. I was on set yesterday and I had a 2:00 meeting and I met her. She can't wait to work out with me. We're going to meet next week and she's coming a new client. So I take this seriously, you guys. I'm really here to serve, change your lives, transform you from the inside out. Faith, fitness, queen, boom. There you go. So I'd like to thank my sponsors, savvy.com, savvi.com/fierce females for the latest, greatest outfits for fitness. You guys, you just have to try these clothes on. They're so comfortable. There's my friend Jen from church. Love her. My egg white sponsor, my Liv Kaya, to eat healthy chocolates. I have some. I'm going to give you some. They're so good. Yeah, so you have a sweet tooth, go to livkaya.com/Lauren Powers. You can learn all about it. And this is how I start my day. I literally drink this, you guys. Egg whites, 100% pure. You pump it in a glass with a little French vanilla cream. That's how I like it. I stir it up. It's like a shake. It gets your metabolism going for it to set your body fat. I also have I work out in this EMS suit, electric muscle stimulation. It's amazing. This is the state of the art, you guys. You get it's like a 4-hour workout done in 20 minutes with this suit. So you want to try that out, get back with me. I'm doing sessions in that. Yeah, I got lots going on. So people wonder why there's no man. I don't have time.
Yeah, exactly. Where's the time?
But I'll make time when it's right. I will make time when it's right. So anyways, those are my sponsors. I'd love, just want to thank them and give them a shout out. And my Miss Tessa.
Oh,
yes.
Love
her.
So
you guys, we love you.
Mabuhay.
Buy
Lauren.
buy our t-shirt line.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. That's right.
Picture one Filipino, one Tagalog, one Filipino, thank you or mabuhay.
Oh, say it.
Never say it.
Okay,
You say it. Me say it. Oh, teach me. Okay.
Yeah, it's called.
You gotta hold the mic.
All right. Mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
Yes.
Mabuhay.
Yes.
Mabuhay, everyone.
Yeah. Mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
It's everything about it. It's like welcome, praise, love, and it's sort of like, live it.
I love it.
And love it.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay, everyone. We love you. All right. Cheers. See you next time.
I love it.